Hello, guys. Welcome back. In this session, we're going to learn about the ICD 10cm update 2026. So, all medical coders really need to know the recent updates for coding and, of course, for interviews too. These updates will be applicable from October 1st, 2025. So, today we'll see what new ICD codes are added, what's revised, and what's important for your daily coding. There are also some changes in the conventions, so let's go through them one by one. The ICD 10cm code was updated by CMS. CMS stands for Center for Medicaid and Medicare Service. And these changes will be effective from October 1st. Well, this update includes 487 new ICD-10-CM codes added, 28 codes that have been deleted, and 38 codes that have been revised. So let's start with chapter-specific new code added. Now let's talk about Chapter 1. So in this chapter, the previous code B88.0 has been deleted, and new codes are added to give more detailed classification for acariasis. So, what is acariasis? Acariasis is a condition caused by mites. Yes, mites. Those tiny insects from the Acari family that invade or irritate the skin or even other parts of the body. And when we say infestation, it means these mites are actually attacking the skin, invading the area, causing swelling, irritation, and itching as well. Now, the new codes added are B88.01 Infestation by Demodex mites. B88.09 Other acariasis. Okay, guys, now let's move to Chapter 2. So, in this chapter, 3 new codes are added based on the inflammatory behavior of breast cancer. Now, what do we mean by inflammatory neoplasm? A neoplasm means a growth or tumor. And when this growth is associated with inflammation, like redness, swelling, warmth, then we call it an inflammatory neoplasm. The new codes added are C50.A0, C50.A1, C50.A2. These allow more detailed reporting of inflammatory breast cancers. Earlier, for such conditions, we were coding the inflammation mastitis separately along with the breast cancer code. But now, these new codes capture both together in a more accurate way. All right, guys, moving ahead, let's look at the next update. Chapter 3. So, 3 new codes are added for functional disorders of polymorphonuclear neutrophils. Earlier, we had only one code, D71. But now that code is deleted and replaced with more specific ones. The new codes are D71.1, leukocyte adhesion deficiency, D71.8, other functional disorders of polymorphonuclear neutrophils, D71.9, functional disorders of polymorphonuclear neutrophils unspecified. Let's know this in detail. Now, what are polymorphonuclear neutrophils? These are a type of white blood cell, very important for fighting infections. We call them polymorphonuclear because their nucleus has multiple lobes or many shapes. One of the new conditions is leukocyte adhesion deficiency, LAD. This is a rare genetic disorder where the white blood cells cannot properly move to the site of infection. Normally, what happens? When we get an infection, the white blood cells travel through the bloodstream. Then they stick to the vessel wall using adhesion molecules, and then move out of the blood vessel to fight the germs. But in LAD, the sticking ability is weak, so the body cannot fight infections effectively. So under Chapter 4, a new code has been added. This is the most important update, and important for interview also. E11.A. Type 2 diabetes mellitus without complications in remission. So, what does diabetes in remission actually mean? It means a person who previously had diabetes now has normal or near normal blood sugar levels without taking diabetes medicines for at least 3 months. They still have a history of diabetes, but right now, their blood sugar stays controlled without any medication. This does not mean the diabetes is permanently cured. It only means the condition is inactive at the moment. And remember, this new code applies only to uncomplicated type 2 diabetes in remission. Let's move to the next update from Chapter 4. A new code range has been added, E72.530 through E72.549, and I'll explain everything to you one by one. These codes are used for a condition called hyperoxaluria. What is hyperoxaluria? Hyperoxaluria is a condition where the body produces too much oxalate or absorbs excess oxalate from the gut, and the kidneys are unable to remove all of it. Oxalate is a waste product. The body does not need it at all. Primary hyperoxaluria. Primary hyperoxaluria is a rare genetic metabolic disorder. Because of a defect in specific genes, the body produces extremely high amounts of oxalate. So for type 1, the code will be E72.530. Primary hyperoxaluria type 1. For other type, the code will be E72.538. Other specified primary hyperoxaluria. Secondary hyperoxaluria. Secondary hyperoxaluria is not genetic. It develops because of diet, gastrointestinal diseases, or certain medications that increase oxalate absorption or production. The code range for secondary hyperoxaluria is E72.540 to E72.549. Let's look at the important types. 1. Enteric hyperoxaluria. This form occurs in conditions like IBD, Crohn's disease, or after bariatric surgery where the intestines absorb too much oxalate. 2. Dietary hyperoxaluria. This happens when a person consumes too many high oxalate foods such as spinach, nuts, chocolate, and beetroot. You know what? Except chocolate, I don't like any of this. 3. Drug-induced hyperoxaluria. Certain medications can alter metabolism and increase oxalate production. A common example is high-dose vitamin C. The next important update is about familial hypercholesterolemia, also called FH. The new code range added for this condition is E78.010 to E78.019. Familial hypercholesterolemia is a genetic disorder, meaning a person is born with it. It causes very high cholesterol levels, especially LDL, also known as bad cholesterol. Why does it happen? FH occurs because of a gene mutation. This mutation prevents the body from properly clearing LDL cholesterol from the blood. As a result, LDL levels stay high from childhood, increasing the risk of early heart disease. As you can see, there are many changes in the ICD 10cm list for 2026. But I'm explaining only those updates that are most important for interviews and real-time coding. You can download the PDF from the link by registering. Lipodystrophy. Let's break this down really quickly. Lipo means fat, dys means abnormal, and trophy means growth, development, or nutrition. So, lipodystrophy basically means abnormal growth or abnormal distribution of fat. You can see uneven fat distribution in these conditions. Now, new ICD 10cm codes are added to give more detail about different types of lipodystrophy. E88.10, lipodystrophy unspecified. E88.11, partial lipodystrophy. It means fat loss in certain body parts. E88.12, generalized lipodystrophy. It means fat loss throughout the whole body. E88.13, localized lipodystrophy. It means fat loss in a small or limited area. E88.14, HIV-associated lipodystrophy, fat loss due to HIV. E88.19, other specified lipodystrophy. Alright guys, moving on to chapter 5. And guess what? There are no changes in this chapter at all. So yes, this one is super easy for you. And with that, today's lecture comes to an end. So tell me, did you enjoy today's session or not? I really want to know. Please drop your comments below. Ask me anything you want. Seriously, I'm totally free. Thank you for learning with me today.